Hi, I am Alba from Lanas de Ovillos, and in this tutorial I will show you how to knit this elf hat. It is really easy. We only make knit stitch, purl stitch and knit two together. And then you only have to add the pom-pom. You can make any size, you only have to measure the head contour, cast on as many stitches as you need to make the rib stitch, then make the stockinette stitch to arrive at the top of the head, make the decreases and then finish with the tail. We start casting on a number pair of stitches. Remember, you have to cast on as many stitches as you need to have the head contour. Once we have all the stitches, we start knitting. Remember, in the first row we knit the first stitch. So knit the first stitch and then we make the 2-2 rib stitch. The rib stitch is make 2 knit stitch and then 2 purl stitch. And repeat the same, 2 knit stitch and 2 purl stitch. And repeat the same to the end of the row. And always work the last stitch with knit stitch. We have finished the first rib stitch row and we continue making the rib stitch during 4 or 5 centimeters. Take the edge stitch and remember how to make the rib stitch. Here we find purl stitch. Remember that when we have a knot is purl stitch and when we have a V is knit stitch. So purl 2 and knit 2. Continue with purl 2 and knit 2. And repeat to the end of the row. Once we have the elastic edge, now we place the next color. Remember how to place the new color. Place the needle on the first stitch. Make like a loop with the new yarn. Place the yarn on the right needle and make the stitch. Now we start working the stockinette stitch. So in this row, make all the row working with knit stitch. Continue with the stockinette stitch on the next row, making 1 row with purl stitch. We continue knitting with this color when we have the same number of rows of the edge. And change the color again. And continue working the stockinette stitch. and continue making the stockinette stitch to have the size of the head. Now we start with the decrease. In this case we make 5 knit stitch and knit 2 together. And repeat the same, 5 knit stitch and knit 2 together. And repeat the same to the end of the row. Once we made the row with decreases, we come back with a row with purl stitch. On the next row, we continue with the decreases. Now we make 4 knit stitch and knit 2 together. And repeat, knit 4 stitches and knit 2 together. On the next row we work the purl stitch. Continue with the next row with 3 knit stitch and 1 decrease. And repeat, 3 knit stitch and knit 2 together. We continue making decreases to this part, where we have the shape of the head. To make the tail part, we make rows with decreases, and in between we make rows with without decreases, only working the stockinette stitch. If you want a larger tail, you have to make more stockinette stitch in between of the rows with decreases. Once we have finished the hat, we only have to bind off and sew the sides of the hat. Remember how to sew with the stockinette stitch. We have to take the knots that we have on the sides. Here you can see the knot. So take the knots on both sides to sew the hat. Once we have finished the hat, we only have to add the pom-pom.